Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl, and welcome back to my studio. Today, we're going to make something. Join me for the next tutorial starting right now. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a super simple, beginner-friendly, top-down increasing shawl pattern that has a little extra pizzazz because we're going to hold two yarns together. I'm going to be using a worsted weight yarn along with a super thin sequin yarn to give that extra special sparkle to this simple shawl. And then we're going to finish it off with an also really simple edging that is absolutely gorgeous, not only with flow and drape, but also with that added sequin sparkle. Let's get started. You want to begin by tying your yarn to your crochet hook and making a chain 4. Then we're going to double crochet in the 4th chain from our hook. You don't want to count the loop on your hook. That's your working loop. So we'll count back 1, 2, 3, and 4. Double crochet is yarn over your hook. Insert your hook in the chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. Chain 2. Then let's work 2 more double crochets in that same chain. Chain 2. You want to make sure that you're making sure that you pick up both yarns with every stitch. And then 2 double crochets again in that same chain. Chain 2. And 2 more double crochets in that same chain. And this is what your work should look like at the end of row 1. You should have 3 chain 2 spaces. Row 2 begins with slip stitching in between the first 2 stitches. So we're going to turn our work. We're turning our work at the end of each row. Insert your hook in between the stitches, yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull that loop through the working loop on your hook. That's a slip stitch. Chain 3, which counts as our first double crochet, and we'll work a double crochet in that same space between the 2 stitches. Chain 2, then work 2 double crochets in the next chain 2 space. Chain 2. Then in the next chain 2 space here, this is going to be our corner. We're going to work 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. Chain 2. In the next chain 2 space, work 2 double crochets. Chain 2. Then in between these last 2 stitches, we'll work 2 double crochets in the space between them. Okay, I'm going to set my work down so you can see what this looks like. This is what your work should look like at the end of row 2. Okay, we have our chain 3 space corner here. Every time we come to that chain 3 space corner, we're going to work 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. And every time we come to a chain 2 space, we'll work 2 double crochets. And we're going to alternate the chain 2 with that. And then make sure you do the first set of 2 double crochets between the first 2 and the last 2 stitches. Let's do that again. So we'll turn our work and slip stitch in between the first 2 stitches, chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and work another double crochet in that same space between the 2 stitches. And it's chain 2, 2 double crochets in the next chain 2 space. We're going to do that 2 times. Then chain 2, And when we come to the next chain 3 space, that's our corner, we're going to work 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet in that space. Then chain 2, 2 double crochet in the next chain 2 space. We'll do that 2 times. Oops. And chain 2 and 2 double crochets between the last 2 stitches. And this is what your work should look like at the end of row 3. Notice that we're increasing the number of 2 double crochet sections on each side as we go. The second row had 2 of them. The third row now has 3 of them. So going forward, each additional row is going to have one more section of chain 2 double crochets on each side, and we're always going to have the 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet in each chain 3 space in the middle corner. Okay, let's do it again. So be row 4, we'll slip stitch in between the first 2 stitches, chain 3, and 1 more double crochet in that same space. Because this is a top-down increasing shawl with a super simple 1 row repeat, you can make this in any weight yarn and simply just work as many of the rows as you need to get your desired size. So it's chain 2, 2 double crochets in the next chain 2 space 3 times. Chain 2. Now we've come to our chain 3 corner. We're going to work 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet in that corner. And now it's going to be chain 2, 2 double crochet in the next chain 2 space 3 times. Then chain 2 and work 2 double crochets in the space between the last 2 stitches. And this is what your work should look like at the end of row 4. For rows 5 through 25, you want to repeat row 4 in that established pattern, keeping in mind that you're going to have one more set of chain 2, 2 double crochet on each side going forward, and you'll always have the 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet in the middle. Next, I want to show you how to make this super simple edging, and the edging can be worked on any row. So no matter if you want to make 25 rows like I did, if you want to use a thinner yarn and do 50 rows, it doesn't matter. The edging will work on any row. So the edging starts with a chain 15. And turn your work. And then we're going to slip stitch in the next double crochet. Chain 15. And slip stitch in the next chain 2 space. We'll do chain 15, slip stitch in that same chain 2 space a second time. then chain 15. And slip stitch in the next double crochet. Then we'll work chain 15 and slip stitch in the next double crochet again. Then our repeat for this row is chain 15, slip stitch in the next chain 2 space, times 2, then chain 15, slip stitch in the next double crochet, chain 15, slip stitch in the next double crochet. You want to repeat that all the way across and fasten off to make this absolutely gorgeous, sparkly, and fun, but super simple and beginner-friendly crochet shawl pattern. Follow the link in the video description to download the pattern with charts and also to get information on where to buy these 2 really beautiful yarns. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all, please feel welcome to leave them for me in the comments. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you in the next video.